How you guys doing? This is very important in reference to the crimes of government trying to make me look old. I was in a coma when I was little. I was in a coma for a long time. And there's guidelines and laws that in reference to a person, if they've been injured by government, or the government's tried to murder them, or the government's tried to steal from them, or the government has tried to steal, like them trying to steal my identity. Like my age is not the same as what some people would think. Meaning, like, when I was little, the government tried to murder me and I was in a coma. So those years don't count against my age in any negative way. But, like, in reference to, like, certain branches of the companies of my mother and father's companies, they could have filed retirement documents for me in certain positions. I could never retire being the owner of any of the companies. I could never retire that way. I'm always the owner and top person of the companies forever. So that doesn't ever change. But in reference to these government men trying to murder me and trying to steal positions at my mother and father's companies, those people have to get prosecuted for trying to murder me and trying to steal from me. But these government people have tried to play this game of damaging my looks, trying to make me look old. Now, my father was over 9 feet tall. My mother was over 7 feet tall. So, in reference to history and facts, I'm going to get taller in the future. So, I'd always look young. Even if I grew like a millimeter every few months, a couple millimeters every few months in reference to height. So, but I could grow faster than that. But the point of information, these people trying to play these games of manipulations and abuses, it's total bullshit. They do not have a right wasting years of my life and then trying to make me look old. That is a crime. The physical assault from satellite is a crime in itself. The damaging of the face, the teeth, the nose, or the ears, or the face, or the legs, them trying to cripple me, it's attempted murder. They tried to cripple me back in the 80s. I never received those lawsuit benefits either. They tried to murder me when I was little. I was in a coma. Somebody has it on record when I was in a coma. So some people think that, I was born a long time ago, but I was in a coma. So it's like a hibernation state or, a particular situation of being in a coma where you don't age. You know what I mean? Well, I didn't age very much at all. So in reference to the information of things and the history of things, these government people damaging my looks, or somebody trying to play this game of like, oh, you're old. They thought you were old. Your seniority in Hollywood, they thought you'd be old. But I was in a coma, but I still have legal right of seniority of Hollywood and the companies and studios forever. Plus, I'm the birth child of my parents, and I'm the owner of the companies. And we need somebody to put it on the internet of when my parents gave me everything. It's on documents when my parents gave me everything. When they were alive, And my parents gave me everything way before they had ever got murdered. My parents had gave me things and gave me the estates before they had gotten murdered. Long time. It wasn't like a destitute situation or an emergency situation. My parents gave me everything when I was little. And then my parents stayed on as executives and shareholders and things like that of companies. So it's point of information. My parents was like managing the companies. But my parents had put everything in my name, and my birth name's the same as my parents, but everything's under my mother and father's names. But my birth name is the same as my parents. The satellite man's burning my teeth again. It's more lawsuits, another $50 trillion against the government. So, in reference to whatever race or religion these people are that tried to run me into the ground or tried to murder me and tried to rape me on jobs. They tried to taser me on jobs. They tasered me. They tried to carry me off to places where they'd try to rape me, or they tried to strip search me on jobs. What was that for? He said, oh, he thought maybe you did drugs. Never had contact with anybody that does drugs. I don't hang out with people that do drugs. So in reference to these people making shit up, they need to face the death penalty for illegal strip searching. And I'm a hermaphrodite. So, these perverts would have tried to make up anything to strip search me to look at my vagina or to look at my penis and balls. You know that, right? Or this man claimed he was strip searching me, trying to call me gay. He was trying to put his finger in my asshole, or he was trying to put his finger in my vagina. You know that? The man gets the death penalty. I'm not your race. I'm not your child. I'm not your property. And I have royal diplomatic immunity in America. And this happened in America. My royal diplomatic immunity is a birth status. It's not a issued status by the government. It's a real factual American royal status. So in reference to whoever these men are, they face the death penalty. And they might cut off their fingers. I don't know. But the point of it is, in reference to the abuses and the crimes of these government people, they have to get prosecuted based on procedures and factual evidence against them. No matter what their friends say, no matter what they say. And they tried to turn it around and tried to call me the bad guy when they're the bad guys, and they tried to murder me, and they raped me, and they stole from me, and they tried to steal everything from me. Procedures of law, facts of information is on documents. But back to the point of age, these men damaging my teeth, trying to call me an old person. No, I'm one of the fastest athletes in the world. And this government man has tried to cripple me. And the fact that the media and the sports industry has not advertised who I am, the lawsuits are so big against the government that, if I don't receive money soon, the Treasury is going to be charged with intentional neglect and refusals and squatting on monies and intentional cover-ups in reference to lawsuits and insurance that I was supposed to have received. So then there would be court cases against them too. So, in reference to the facts of the situation and the destitute situation that these people have created by blocking me from my lawsuit monies or blocking me from my benefits, when